Okay, so there's a couple things I want to show you real quick. Lots of people are thinking, I think I'm done with my project. And so what I want you to do, and you can see this nice one that has a body, a neck, and then it's flared out at the top. Okay, what I want you to do before you decide that you're done, I need all eyes up here, guys. I have too many people turned. Okay, what I want you to do before that is I want you to go ahead and place another row. And I just sprayed this a little bit, and so I'm just going to put them on and not score and slip them, so I'm not committed to what this looks like. Okay, this is just like a preview of what I could have if I were to put another row on. Okay, let's do one more. So I've lined that up, and now I can turn this to the side, and what's best to do is to cover up half of it. Okay, so I have this here, so I cover up, oops, I got stuff in the way. Let me move this. So I'm going to hold this to the side. And it's hard sometimes because they want to fall off on you because they're not actually scored and slipped, and you wouldn't have to tip it to the side. But you put this here, you look at it from the side, and then you cover this up. Okay, do you see that where you can only see just that half, and then that kind of blocks it out and your brain doesn't see the other side, and it lets you fully see like what would it look like. Okay, so that's what it looks like that way. Now the other side, this is what it looks like. Okay, so it's kind of a good way to like look and see, do I want it to look like this or do I want it to look like this? Okay, so a good thing to give you a preview without too much commitment, okay? Because sometimes people realize, oh, wow, if I did one more row, I think I'd like it a little bit more, okay? And then you're making a decision to, an educated decision. Are you stopping or are you not stopping, okay? So that's one thing to think about is, do you need another row or do you not, okay? And so that is one thing. The other thing would be, once you decide you are done, we are going to put some, and I guess I'll do that. We're going to do some like half pieces. And so let me draw a picture on here so you can see this. Right now your pot looks like this. Okay, you have these pieces, okay, that are on the top in this shape, okay, because you have them, they're like hidden underneath some other pieces. Okay, so this is what you have. I need everybody to look up here. Okay, so this is what you have. If I think about keeping this level, I don't want to make this any taller. What I want to do is I want to fill these sections with pieces like that. Okay, do you see this little picture? Okay, so we're trying to fill this so we have a more solid top, so the pot is going to be stronger. Okay, and so if I was going to do that on this one, so let me take those off. I would be using these pieces, and then I would be cutting them in half, because I don't need a big section to do this. I don't want to make the pot any taller because I don't want to change what it looks like. And they're going to go right here. Okay, do you see that? So we don't want to make them any taller. They're just going to fill this little section so you have a more solid piece. So this pot is going to last longer. The pieces aren't going to be so fragile right at the beginning of it. So that's where they're going to go. And if you look at it from the outside, you can see like those sections here. Okay, it's just a little section. It's not going to change the look of it very much, and it's going to make things a lot easier to glaze. Okay, because it'll have a more solid top than those pieces that dip in. Okay. There's one more thing that I forgot that I would have you do. If you look at the outside, I would just take a paintbrush, lightly spray over, and then use this paintbrush to help smooth out some of those little things that are there. Okay, this is going to do a lot for you in a very little amount of time. Okay, it's going to smooth things up and get rid of the small stuff that you can't get rid of with like a big sponge. Okay, so just very quickly, just go over some of those rougher areas, spray a little bit of water, and use a paintbrush and kind of smooth out those pieces. And you can see how much better in just a short amount of time that little section looks. Okay, it gets rid of all these tiny things real fast.